Hey, what's up, everybody? This video is part of a series of videos dealing with personal finances and personal budgeting. I'm going to put this same intro at the beginning of each video. So one, if you've already watched the intro, you can go ahead and skip to today's topic. Two, if you see my clothes change or the nice virtual background change, the reason will be because I recorded the rest of the video on a different day than I did this introductory video. So the point of this series is simply to do very quick, hopefully 2 to 5 minute videos where we discuss a lot of topics dealing with personal budgeting and personal finances. So I'm going to record all of these. I have probably over 20 ideas for these really short videos. I'm going to release one a day over the next 3 to 5 weeks. And if there's a topic that you want to hear about, please go ahead and post it in the comments. Maybe it's one that I have coming up, and then I'll release that one in the future. Or perhaps it's something that I haven't talked about or thought about on my list, and I can address that as I continue the series. So without any further comments, let's go ahead and jump into today's topic.
Today's topic is why you need to pay off your credit card and why you need to pay it off as soon as you possibly can. Credit cards can be a useful tool. We're going to talk tomorrow about whether or not I recommend you actually use credit cards or if you completely cut them up and never use them again, like Dave Ramsey would recommend. And so we'll look forward to tomorrow's video for that. We'll also talk more about just debt in general and your budget. But right now we're focusing on why you need to pay that credit card off as soon as humanly possible. First of all, the only thing that goes on a credit card is consumer products. There are things that are not valuable most of the time. It's a TV, it's clothing, it might be your groceries. It's these things that don't last very long. And if you carry a balance on your credit card, the interest rate on credit cards is significantly higher than any other debt out there. Credit cards will charge maybe a 0% introductory rate, and maybe you've got that right now. So I'm not really talking about that, though that's a bad habit to start, carrying that balance on your credit card. But forget that piece. If you have a normal credit card, you're past the introductory rates, you're going to have an interest rate anywhere from 15% probably on the low end, maybe 12 on the low end, all the way up to probably 30% potentially. The average, I think, is somewhere in the 18 to 20% range. And that is a ridiculous amount of interest to be paying on things. Now, if you take a look at your credit card statement, I believe it's usually in the top right or left-hand corner. It's going to show you the minimum payment due and how long it will take you to pay that credit card off. Let's look at an example of that real quick. Now, if we look at another example with slightly larger numbers, this balance is $3,630. This is probably a little more typical of a common average credit card balance. In fact, this might even be on the low end for what the average credit card debt is for Americans right now. But if you look at this balance of $3,630, the minimum payment due is $100. If you only make the minimum payment, it will take you 12 years to pay off the $3,600 balance, and you will spend $8,107. If you make a $136 payment, just $36 extra over the minimum payment, it'll cut the 12 years down to 3. It's going to cut the $8,000 down to $4,800, and you're going to save $3,200. That's just by increasing the payment by $36. So if you pay this off, or you double the payment, or you triple the payment, and you get this paid off as soon as possible, you're going to cut a significant amount of time off of your credit card debt, as well as money out of your pocket spent solely on interest. The right to have used someone else's money for this period of time. It's not worth it. The interest rate is way too high. You need to get rid of this credit card debt as soon as possible. Credit cards also charge high fees when you think about it for missed payments. So there might be a $25 fee simply for missing a payment. Then they also increase your interest rate. It's going to cost you a significant amount of money. Now, this actually isn't really the key or the most significant piece of this. Yes, you're going to pay a ton of interest. Yes, you're going to end up paying way more for the items that you purchased if you carry a balance on your credit card. But the key here is if you're using the credit card and carrying a balance, it means that you're spending money that you don't have, which means you're not doing a proper job budgeting. Now, you may have a balance on your credit card coming into this that you're slowly paying down, but if your credit card debt is going up or remaining the same, it means that you're spending money that you don't have, and that is a problem. The point of the budget is to live below your means so that you can not only spend on what you want, Well, you can save for future goals. You can be generous and give to the charities and the people that you want to. And again, focusing on reaching those financial goals. If you're racking up the credit card debt and you're not getting out of this credit card debt, it means that you're not doing this correctly because you're spending more than you have, and you need to go back to the first few videos, go back through your budget and figure out a plan that's going to work to help get you to a point that you're happy to be in, that budgeting is fun and it's helping you reach your financial goals. And this isn't that if you have this credit card debt that just keeps hanging over your head. So when we talk about debt, I'll also do a video on how to get out of debt, some tips on how to climb out from under this, because I know it feels overwhelming, but I promise you can do it if you are diligent, if you are intentional, and you sit down and come up with a plan.
My name is Brad. I'm with Wooten CPA. My goal is to bring peace to your tax and accounting responsibilities. One of the ways I do that is through these videos here on YouTube. Please like this video, share this video for others to see, and subscribe to the channel if you would. That way you're also notified when new videos come out. There will be over 20 in this series of personal finance and personal budgeting that I'm going to try to keep in that 2 to 5 minute window, so they'll be easy to digest for you. Hopefully that they are helpful for you, and I appreciate you watching the videos.